how long have you been a Devils fan?
Since I was a kid. I'm from Jersey.
Yeah? Well, we're gonna kick your butts tonight.
Hey, no way, man.
Yes.
We're primed.
All right, you almost ready? Because Jerry and Kramer are gonna be here any second. What the?
So what do you think?
What is that?
I painted my face.
You painted your face?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you know, support the team.
Well, you can't walk around like that.
Well, why not?
Because it's insane?
Oh, hey, you gotta let them know you're out there. This is the playoffs. Yeah.
Hey.
Dave's, painted his face.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Well, you got to support your team, huh?
Okay, ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's get it on! All right, let's go, Devils! Hey, great dip. You make this?
No, it's from the store.
Oh. Hey, how come people don't have dip for dinner? Why is it only a snack? Why can't it be a meal, you know? I don't understand stuff like that.
David, I think we ought to talk.
All right, that's cool.
David, I don't think we should see each other anymore.
You gotta be kidding. How come?
Well, you see, David, you're a face painter.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's not that I don't like you, but, well, to be perfectly honest, I'm just having some trouble getting past the face painting.
Well, all right, so you don't like the face painting. I just won't paint it anymore.
But you like the face painting.
Well, I don't need to do it. It's not like a habit or anything.
Oh, you mean you'd stop it for me?
Yeah, that's right.
That's so sweet.
Come here. All right, I gotta go home and get changed before the game. I'll be back. We'll make out.
What is that?
That's the letter D.
Why is the letter D painted on your chest?
You know, I'm going to the game tonight, and me and these 5 other guys are gonna take our shirts off and spell out Devils.
But you said no more painting.
Oh, I said no more face painting, and as you can see, this is not my face.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, some buddies, this with Puddy is about face painting, but it's also about supporting your team, okay? Now, when it comes to relationships or marriages, believe it or not every partner that you're with, long term, may be not just a sports fan, but into your team. So, some people do encounter this, right? We had a Married with Children episode, which, I forgot the guy's name, with Marcy, that they didn't watch sports anymore. And really, it was because she didn't like it. So technically, they both didn't like it. No, we know how that goes, right? I know my boy here, Jay, he's a big football fan. And I don't think it would really fly if at the beginning of the relationship, his wife or any girl that he would be with would tell him, hey, there's no need to watch that. I don't think that's going to fly at all. When I met my wife, I was also a football fan. But if somebody were to tell me, why do you do that? I think I don't want this, so I'm going to bounce. Of course, there's 2 ways to go about it, like Puddy did. He said, okay, I don't need to paint my face, so I just won't do it anymore. Which, that's a big compromise in itself. If you're a sports fan and you want to do that, we all know there's ways to support your team, and Puddy was going to do it with face paint, especially in the playoffs. Believe it or not, playoffs, it goes all out the window. You do what you want, okay? If you just want to completely dress yourself up as a devil, by all means, it's playoffs. You want to support your team so they can get to the finals, whatever that is. But again, there's a compromise here about if your partner does not want to engage in what you like, and it doesn't have to be sports, it could be anything else. It could be gaming, it could be working on the car, whatever it is, a hobby. There may be a point, and what are you going to do? How important is it for you? For me, it wasn't that important because the team I was rooting for, I won't incriminate myself because they're the popular team everyone hates, but they just weren't good anymore. And really, I just saw it as I'd rather spend time with my family now instead of watch my team continually suck and lose. So I just stay with the highlights now. It's not that important to me anymore. What is important is that I spend time with my family. That was something that I came to grips with on my own. But if my partner, my wife, would say, hey, you should not watch that anymore, that is not something that you should stand for, and it has to be a conversation. Try to come to a compromise. Otherwise, at the beginning, relationship, into marriage, know these things. Know your partner, what they like, and are you okay with it? Can you live with it and continue in this forever step once you sign that contract in your nuptials?
I'm not a Seinfeld fan. My mom used to watch that show all the time when it came on. And I don't like Kramer either, after his little racist rant. So, but what I will say about this clip is, this is what I mean when I talk about seeing people through all their seasons, so you can find out what you like and what you don't like, right? So this was like a deal breaker for Elaine, right? That's her name, right? Elaine. And he said, okay, I can stop it. And he did not put it on his face like he mentioned. She wasn't very specific. She just said, don't put it on your face. She didn't say don't use it at all. So that's where the communication needs to come in, as I like to call it, effective communication. So they were off in that aspect. Now, when it comes to sports, guy in their sports, it's like women in their handbags, okay? You just don't mess with it. Leave it alone, right? Leave it alone. So I did like how she did try to how she communicated how she didn't like the face paint, and then he compromised, say, okay, I will not paint my face. Cool. Thought we were all going to be good. But of course, when she opened the shirt, I knew he got something on his chest because it just seemed like it was going that direction. And then that bothered her for whatever reason. I'm like, it's not on his face. Okay, he's going to put it on his chest because guys tend to do that at sports games, especially college football games and pro football games. So I don't see the big deal. Did she say why it bothered her so much? Because I didn't hear that explanation. Because I don't think it's a big deal. But I did like how she voiced her concern about it. I liked how he tried to compromise with it. Well, technically he did compromise with it by not putting it on his face. And for that, if she knows that's a no-go for her, good, she knows herself. And then they can go their separate ways, find people who's going to like them for them. But whenever I hear his voice, I just think of Kim Possible. Is it just me?